Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Part 1, 2, or 3.
This is part 3 of a 3-part analysis of episode 1 of season 19. I don't think they're all going to be this in depth, but for whatever reason, as I was reviewing it, I just kept going on and on and on and on. I had a lot to say. Sit back, relax, and let's watch the last part of episode 1.
Grab your popcorn now!
All right, we're going to cut back and we have the Meri scene. She is still in Brandy's house and they are talking about Kody. Meri shared that she went out on her anniversary with Kody. Brandy's like, you went out on your anniversary with Kody? What? And Meri's like, yeah, I don't know. It's the only day out of the year he gives me, so.
So on our anniversary this year, we went out.
You went out on your anniversary?
Well,
Like, how many years is that? Like
32.
Oh, jeez.
So she's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I did. And Brandy's like, so confusing. And Meri admits in the talking head, well, it's been 32 years that I've been with him. And although we haven't had a relationship for majority of the end of that, like, I'm still here. And then there's Meri's words explaining her commitment.
But it's been 32 years that I stay committed. Maybe I should have been committed for being committed.
That's good. Good job, Meri. Yes, you should have been committed. We agree. That's a good line. I like it when she can poke fun at herself. That's good. That's a good sign. Meri shares with her friend Brandy the awful things that Kody said about her and how he never really loved her. He was just affirming her in the marriage all those years. There was never a love. Brandy's like, oh, that's horrible. Why would he say such a thing? That's terrible. What do you mean he said that? And then Meri shares this in the talking head, which I thought was a brilliant observation of the situation.
What is wrong with him?
And this is what I can't understand. When a single young man meets a single young woman, why would he choose to marry her and just affirm and force love for her when he didn't love her?
Meri cannot understand how a single man who could have anybody just randomly choose somebody who he doesn't love, marry her, and then just affirm that he loves her even though he really doesn't.
Makes no sense.
For 32 years, never once in those 32 years did he ever love her, he attests to.
I lied.
So she is now sharing this information that Kody has shared with her, but Kody kind of denies it.
Oh, Meri has her little accusations now.
Oh, she has her little accusations. I mean, who do you believe? Meri or Kody? Who's more reliable here? But here's the best part of her explaining the dynamic of them getting married and him not being in love during that time.
How cruel is that, to pick me out of a crowd and just be like, I pick you to try to force myself to love for the next 32 years. Like, that makes sense. So that's basically what he's been telling me.
Apparently the producers shared this bit of information, which makes logical sense and proof that he did love her or he was a horrible person. I think he did love her. I think he loves Robyn more, and I think he fell out of love with her, but I think he did. The whole lie of I never loved her or I didn't love any of the three of them is ridiculous. So obviously the producers shared this with him, and his response is this.
Fine, she can say whatever she wants. I'm not going to comment on it.
No comment. Is this going to be a whole season of every time Kody gets uncomfortable, he just says no comment? Because I will tear down the wallpaper in this room. Or rip the hairs all out of my head. Something. I will throw my glasses across the room. I will need to do something if this continues. I pray, if it does, that the TLC producers start to push back hard. Don't let them get away with it. He and Robyn are the two that can always say no comment. I'm not talking about that. That's off the table. I'm gonna look at my watch instead of answer your questions. Yeah. All right. This next little section, when Meri is looking like she's giving in and feeling bad for Kody, like, oh, I mean, if this is what he has to tell himself, like, How sad of a person must he be? How sad is this? And then she says one line. I literally gasped and covered my mouth when I heard it. I'm going to play it. Here you go.
I honestly feel sad for him if that's what he's having to tell himself to justify that he and I started this family. Like, why? Because Robyn was only 10 at the time?
Wait. And then she goes,
12?
oh, he couldn't marry Robyn. She was only 10 or 12 years old at the time. So he had to choose me. Maybe that's his excuse. Oh, it's priceless. Her face. She looks so proud of herself. I'm so proud of her. That was a good line. That was a good line. Truth. Truth be told. Did I say I'm loving this new Meri? I'm loving this new Meri. Keep it up, Meri. Keep it up. I am starting to see her in a different light. I wonder if all this time she's been grating on my nerves has simply been her not understanding her place in the whole family because Kody was saying one thing and doing something else. And so it was just a frustration. Coupled with, she does have a loud, abrasive voice and a way of speaking that's very aggressive. I personally don't respond to people who have very aggressive voices. I'm not comfortable with that. I wasn't raised with that. People who are raised with it would be comfortable with it. It's just not me. So I think that's partly why I never liked Meri. But I am trying to be open-minded here, and I am really seeing her in a different light. She's wounded. She's hurt. She's been taken advantage of. She's been lied to by both Kody and Robyn. I don't know that she sees the Robyn piece yet, but at least her eyes are open to Kody. I like her quippy one-liners. Christine has some every now and then, but Meri's are better. Janelle doesn't have very many. She's just sweet. All right, let's go on.
Does Robyn know?
Yeah.
Does Robyn know?
Yeah. Yeah,
I was gonna say she's probably the one that's the most upset. You're trying to comfort Robyn. You're both like, Robyn, it's okay, it's okay.
Brandy, the voice of reason. Okay. She points out, oh, I bet Robyn's taking this the worst. I bet you had to comfort her, didn't you? Mary's like, yeah, yeah. She's taking it pretty hard. Brandy's got her finger on the pulse of this relationship. I like this Brandy girl. And this new Meri, who I love so dearly, who's just speaking her new truth as her eyes are opening up, admits Kody might not like the new Meri.
He's gonna be so mad at me in this interview. I'm kind of not giving a flying rat's ass.
Yes, Meri. That a girl. Let it out. Meri shared that Kody believes now that polygamy just isn't fair to the other women. This is his out. You know, he's been hearing it for years. Well, it's not fair to other women. So now he's grabbing that mantra as his excuse for being mean to these three women and basically having them go. Although deep down inside, he doesn't want Janelle to go. So it doesn't really fit his narrative. It depends on what we're talking about as to what excuse he's using. But yeah, he's now saying, you know, I don't think I'm not going to continue to be a polygamist. It's just going to be me and Robyn because I don't think polygamy is really fair to women. And Meri points out, it can be done. Some of your good friends, Kody, Darkers, they did it. Brady Williams, not even in the faith anymore, completely left the church, and yet still maintained all 5 of his wives. Kody just doesn't have the capacity to do it. I'm not saying I'm defending polygamy. I'm just saying, just a big lie. Oh, I don't think it's fair to women anymore, so I'll just be in a monogamous relationship.
I don't know that it's that he cares about the fact that polygamy isn't fair to women. Maybe he's just not being fair to women.
So Kody's reaction to that, because the producer shared with him that this is what Meri said. Does Kody take responsibility? I mean, come on. What do you think? This is what he says.
I mean, it just like, I don't know. Meri says maybe I was unfair. Well, it's just as unfair to me.
That's just what I'd expect you to say. Dumb people are always blissfully unaware of how dumb they really are.
It's just as unfair to me. Because I didn't have a choice to get out. And they all do.
I didn't have a choice to get out. And they all do. I hate it when he talks like that. It's like that saying, maybe I should just be the devil they think I am. Oh, Buxby. And it's all lies. It's all lies. He could leave. He could have walked out whenever he wanted to. Would he still be part of the church? No, probably not. Is he part of the church now? No, probably not. He hasn't gone in over a decade. How could you say you're a member of a church and you never attend? You're not. It's just the faith that got you all these women. In addition to that, Meri has not walked away. Kody has left her. He's made that very clear. He hasn't been for about a decade involved in her in any way, only getting together with her one day out of the year, and has now said it will never be anything more than this. I can never be in a marriage relationship with you again. He's left, and yet he's trying to make us believe that he can't leave. He's the long-suffering one in all of this. Really? Oh, he's the worst. Meri, looking back on all of this now, how do you feel?
I am upset with how I was treated. I'm upset with the last 10 or 12 years and his lack of communication and how he really felt and what he really wanted or what he really didn't want. And the story that he's been telling for all these years.
Meri is calling him out. Kody, you've been a liar to me for over a decade and to everybody else, telling this story that's not true and leading me on for all these years to believe it's going to get better and be different. Oh, so now Brandy says, what about the land? Meri says, I will get my spot of the land. I mean, she'll get 2 acres. She won't get her fair share. She won't get an equal part. Or will she? Maybe we see that this season.
Never stop dreaming.
Well, the person with insider knowledge on the family would be Christine. And if Christine says they're not going to get their fair share, they probably won't.
What about the land?
I will get my spot of land.
So I signed my parcel of land over to the family. I was just done. I hope that Janelle and Meri get a fair share of it. I suspect they won't, just because I know Kody and how he works. I don't think they're going to get their fair share. Just telling you. I just don't.
Janelle is the one that held the books all this time. She could manipulate the numbers to give herself a fair share, but that's not who Janelle is. Oh, I hope this is a storyline that we can sink our teeth into this season. Brandy reflects and thinks, well, all these wives are leaving him. I wonder if Robyn will ever leave him. And Meri has her back.
No.
I don't believe that Robyn has a bad heart. You know, it's been hard because, like, she and I were close at the very beginning. And I know she's always had my back and has been supportive, but I guess it just is what it is now.
Meri, I know you think you guys were close at the beginning, but she's been manipulating and using you from the get-go. She knew you had a troubled relationship with Kody before she ever married into it. She went to counseling sessions with you and Kody before she married into the family.
Huh?
The counseling sessions that you were doing with Kody because there was turmoil in your relationship after he started seriously dating Robyn. She's known about it all along, and she's known that you're also the legal wife. She knew that if she ever wanted to become the legal wife, you would have to be on her side. You would have to be her bestie to be willing to give that up to her so that she could do exactly what her mother did, and that is join a polygamous family and get the man to divorce the first wife and marry her, and then adopt the kids.
Whoa!
She's been using you from day one. She's also been using you because she didn't have an ally in Christine or Janelle, because Christine and Janelle were good friends themselves. Meri was kind of the odd one out, despite what Kody says now. So Meri was happy to have Robyn because then she had a friend in the house. Robyn clung on to Meri because she needed a bestie in the house, and she needed to eventually get married to Kody to have access to all the funds and to get her kids married into that family. It was a symbiotic relationship, except that Meri didn't realize at first how hurt she would be that he fell in love with deeper than any other wife, this new wife. She didn't plan on that. So Robyn had to work overtime to get into that family and really be besties with Meri. For 2 years, Meri kept trying to go over to their house just for holidays and birthdays, and Robyn wouldn't have it. According to Jen, in the talkback episodes, Meri kept calling Robyn and arranging get-togethers so she could see the children. Robyn would agree eventually, set something up, and then always cancel.
Yeah, but you've been trying to build the relationship, and every time you try, like, you're constantly disappointed.
I know.
Because every time I talk to you, you're like, well, we were gonna do this, and then we didn't.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like, why she's upset then. I just don't.
She was not a friend to Meri, but Meri still can't see that part yet. But I get it. She's having a hard time accepting this Kody piece. That would probably be too much for her to emotionally handle, that not only was Kody manipulating her, but Robyn was as well. So she can only deal with the Kody piece now. I just pray this year she can start to see the Robyn piece.
I mean, otherwise, why would she keep saying to me, hey, hold on, because I think she still wanted it. Like, ultimately, I think she was still hopeful.
But that's kind of selfish, because even though she wanted it, there was nothing for you.
Yeah.
She's upset.
Right.
That you're doing something good for you. I don't know.
I would assume that she has a lot of mixed emotions.
Yeah, okay.
You say so.
So Brandi comes back and she's telling Meri, listen, you're letting him off too easy. He's suppressed you all these years. Don't let him do that anymore. You're free now. What does Meri say? I'm not going to be a jerk to him. But you're justified. No one's saying be an outright jerk, Meri. We're just saying speak the truth. Because Kody, he can't handle the truth. Well, we find out at the very end, Meri is still working through it because she said she doesn't want to put out a Christmas card of just herself this year because it would say, yay, look at me and how great I am and how successful I'm being and how okay I am by myself. And I'm not there, and I don't think this breakup should be celebrated. And I'm just not there yet. I need more time to heal. It's like Meri really just feels like she got broken up with. She has not seen the writing on the wall this time. Boy, he must have been really doing a number of manipulating her behind the scenes. I'm excited to see the new Meri on the other side of this. And at the very beginning of the episode, Meri admitted that neither Janelle or Christine know about her breaking up with Kody. She hadn't shared it with them because she's not really talking to them. They cut to Christine, who is single and loving her life. And she just basically says, listen, this is the most I've ever loved my life right now. I love being single. It's the best. She got away. She got out from under Kody. She's very happy. And she said she wants that same thing for both Meri and Janelle.
I mean, I feel like you're letting him off a little too easy. I'd be angry.
I have definitely had my moments of anger.
Don't let him suppress you anymore.
I'm not going to be a jerk.
No.
I'm not going to say mean things about him, even though sometimes I might feel them.
Brandi tells Meri, listen, I'm ready to burn whatever you need to burn. Let's go through everything that ever reminded you of Kody. Let's burn it. Let's get a big bonfire. Meri's like, yeah, I'm not there right now. I'm not ready for that. And Brandi says this.
I just don't think you ever knew how good it could be. Tim would never, ever say the things to me that Kody said to you. For 32 years, you've put up with something that you did not deserve. He didn't deserve you. And you're free.
Oh, she's speaking the truth, but you can see in Meri, she's not completely taking it in. She's not completely believing Brandi. Because when you're free and you feel freedom, you feel a release, you feel joy, and she's not feeling that right now. She's still confused by all this. She's still upset by all of this. But I hope those words from Brandi resonate with her, and we see her start to really believe them throughout this season.
I'm confident in who I am, and I'm going to move forward with this great life. And if he's happy with this, good. I'm glad he's happy with it. but I kind of suspect that Brandy's not wrong, that he's gonna wake up one day and be like, wow, what the hell did I just do? He's gonna be accountable for that, whether he likes it or not.
He's not gonna like it. And you might say he's accountable for it, but I find it hard to believe that he's gonna take accountability. He's gonna keep blaming somebody else. He's gonna wake up one day and go, what did I do? I screwed up. Why did I do what I did? It must be somebody's fault. Somebody must have done something to me to make me react that way. He'll take no ownership out of this. And because of that, and because he won't look at it honestly, I don't think he will ever have peace again. That's my prediction.
You heard it here first.
Woo, that was a heavy episode. No? Yeah? What'd you think? Write down below your opinions of this episode 1 of season 19. I think it was pretty packed with lots of stuff. Good stuff. Realizations. Eye-opening situations. And Kody growing up, not at all. Just doubling down on his behavior and his actions and his thoughts and his feelings is like the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, you're going to put it out there, Kody. We're going to talk about it. Thank you. This is like a 400 level psychology class where we are really analyzing, taking a specific subgroup of a personality disorder and really breaking it down and analyzing it so people can look at it and go, huh, I know somebody that has that characteristic, that characteristic, that characteristic. Wow, I know somebody just like Kody. So they can see them for who they are and take the proper steps to protect themselves. Good stuff, Maynard. Next Sunday night, I'll be watching it live with the exclusive SOS membership supporters from my channel, which is Tier 3. I also will have those videos saved, so any exclusive SOS supporter who just can't make that live time can watch it the next day or at their convenience. It's just an extra perk that we added for that level. But every Tuesday night, I'll talk to you about it live. And sometime throughout the week, I will have a video like this where I'll recap it. That's more free stuff than I did last year. I just did this recap video last year. I thank you, especially if you watched all 3 parts. Let me know which one was your favorite one. Let me know if you want me to break it up like this again, or let me know if you want me to be a little less winded and make the entire review in just one video. Love you, sister friends. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.